This is Christopher Judge. You may know me best as Teal'c, and you are listening to Bad Nerds. Indeed.
Welcome to Stargate SG-1 for the first time, still not a Star Trek podcast. My name is Jeff Akin, and I'm watching Stargate SG-1 for the first time.
And I'm Brent Allen, and I'm watching Stargate SG-1 for the 47th time, but for the first time, I am going through the series looking for those sci-fi messages. You know, those things that sci-fi does really well, where it holds up a mirror to society, gives us hope that things could be better in the future, or maybe just tells us how to be better human beings to one another.
This week, Brent, we are watching Scorched Earth. My prediction is that we're going to see the Tok'ra again. They and SG-1 are going to do some stuff together. Something's going to come up, and the SGC is going to call for like a Scorched Earth approach to the whole thing, bringing a conflict between us and the Tok'ra.
You're a good guesser, Jeff. You're a good guesser. We'll
find out here in a minute. Do you have any cool facts about this one?
Not many. This is the 9th episode, season 4, Scorched Earth, as we said. Original air date, August 25th in the year 2000, which I know is super interesting to everybody out there when I give that original air date. This is a Martin Wood joint, so we'll be on the lookout for the big old wrench, see if it actually finally makes its appearance. And other than that, Jeff, I got nothing else for you, man.
I bet that big wrench doesn't show up till like season 7 or something. We're just going to
probably doesn't. Yeah. It probably, like, I keep waiting for Teal'c to really turn on the Indeeds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there'll come a point when he says it in every single episode multiple times. He's just not there yet. And I'm like, we're in the middle of season 4. When's he going to turn this crap on? Like, it's what he's known for. There's old, like, GIFs out there with him just saying Indeed.
Exactly.
Like, anyway, Jeff, with that, why don't we go ahead and jump into this episode? Hey, if you guys out there are joining us for the first time, every episode, somebody's first time, we want to say welcome. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. The way this works is Jeff and I are going to go watch this episode right now. We haven't watched it first and come in with notes. Nope. We're going to do it right now. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, stick around because you're going to catch our reaction to this episode. And then we'll be doing something else after that.
We will. And if you're listening to us on a podcasting app, we're about to gate into the future. We'll meet you on the other side of the episode where I'll share my first time reactions. Brent will share any of the sci-fi messages he may or may not have found. Brent, you better start this thing quick. Otherwise, we may end up with a Scorched Earth.
7 locked.
It's a lot of earth to scorch when things go south.
Hundreds of
It's the Last
villages
Supper.
like this one.
Nobody get offended.
To celebrate the transportation of our people to this great new land. We are especially honored today by the presence of those responsible for finding this planet for us and saving us from certain doom. How can we ever repay them? When my grandchild arrives, it will be the first Encaran to be born in our new homeland. We will name the child after you, Colonel. Come back in a year and you will find this planet transformed.
Help! Help me, please!
What is it?
It is Caleb. He comes from the west.
It's so big. It destroyed our whole village. You must all flee.
What are you talking about? Caleb,
It's the nothing.
You must see it.
How about you must tell me what it is?
Give it a name.
Just say my name.
Bastion.
That's either a ship or it is the nothing. That thing's hardcore. Well, now we know what causes climate change.
We estimate the ship to be about 2 miles in diameter. The curtain of energy it's using to sweep the landscape stretches for over 20 miles.
Wow.
It seems to be depositing a yet unknown gas-like substance that is spreading like a wake behind the ship.
Spreading like
Now,
wildfire.
It extends beyond the range of the UAV, but it appears to cover hundreds of miles.
I wonder if it's like the medieval farming where they burn
Sir, the Colonel
a
is
quadrant every
Based
year.
on the ship's current speed, I estimate it'll take approximately 26 hours to reach Hedrazar's village.
But it'll take out the Stargate first. Can we evacuate the Incarans in time? I'll put SG-5, 6, and 9 out looking for another suitable planet.
It's doubtful they'll find one in time, sir.
But you at least got to try, right?
Yeah.
How long can we keep the Incarans here on Earth in the meantime?
A matter of days. Their condition would degrade the longer they were here.
There are thousands of them outside Hiddlesar's village, spread a fair distance from the gate.
The point is, General, we could never save them all.
Yeah, but the starfish. Remember the starfish story?
Right?
You can save this one.
Just one.
And I can save this one.
Now, as near as I can tell, they bond with sulfur leached out of the soil. And when they decay, they release sulfur dioxide.
No, that smells great.
So the big, mean alien ship is trying to stink up the planet?
It's a little bit more than that, sir. The microbes are only deposited after all of the native organisms have been destroyed. I think they're meant to replace them. Now, if my theory is correct, we're looking at the first building blocks of an alien ecosystem.
It's a terraform.
Fertile. Yeah, fertilizer.
It's changing the environment to support an entirely different kind of life.
Oh, now I know what episode of Star Trek this is. It's the one where they're not going to leave their planet even though they signed it over to the Cardassians.
Luke says you don't want to go?
If we go with you to Earth, and you cannot find another world on which we could live, we will die there. Since then, we have all prayed for a place that we could call home. Thanks to you, we have found it.
We must
He's got a
stay
little
here and
Byron
fight for
Next
it.
Generation
With
vibe
what?
going on, doesn't
Have
he?
you not weapons to aid
Does,
us?
doesn't it? I like his eyes, though. The contacts or whatever he's got in there. It's
We're going to
very
try to
cool.
communicate with whoever's on that ship first.
Clearly, they intend to destroy us.
We don't know anything for sure.
I know that if the Incaran people are to die, then we shall all die here, together.
Well, there you go. Here's your reactor. You're good. Be back in 2 days and see what happened.
Question is, will they listen?
Well, the real question is, will they have ears?
Oh, you're about to find out. And I'm going to assume yes.
They were expecting us.
Well, they did bring you on board.
Right?
Looks like some kind of tissue sample.
Oh, you're in a menagerie.
What?
I'm not sure.
Other races.
Ship's
that are
terraforming the planet, right? What if these are the life forms it's creating the new environment for?
Recreating an entire civilization.
It's a nicer
Millions of
thought.
samples.
So, every one of these things is, what?
Plant, animal, insect.
Alien?
Who knows?
It's still just a guess.
A good one.
I am Lotan. You need not fear me.
The ship analyzed a new life form and created a replica in one day?
Yes.
Here I am.
Fascinating design.
I suppose that explains why you look like an Incaran.
Sort of.
Yeah, Sam.
You are not.
Power.
No, we're from a planet called Earth. This is Major Samantha Carter. I'm Daniel Jackson. This is Jack O'Neill, and this is Teal'c.
Actually, we're friends of the people your ship seems bent on wiping out.
Yes, that is unfortunate. I was created to deliver a message to them. However, by the time I was completed, the Incarans in the immediate vicinity seemed to have disappeared.
Yeah, see, that's called running away. What one does to avoid being slaughtered.
When the transformation process was first begun, there were no sentient life forms present.
Yeah, well, there are now.
Yes. Unfortunately for your friends, once the process has begun, it must be completed.
Are you saying someone went to the trouble of making you just to come here to tell those folks tough luck? Get out?
Isn't that kind of what you
We
said?
wish no harm to come to the Incarans. However, upon examination of their physiology, it has been determined that they will not be able to exist in the planet's transformed environment.
So, stop transforming.
He just
They're
told
just
you.
trying to get the point across in the best way possible.
I know what the point is. It's a PR guy. I think we should be talking to your boss.
Beings that built it are called the Gadmir.
Gadmir.
It placed all of their knowledge within the ship's memory.
Tell me these are aliens in Mass Effect or something.
They were a very advanced race compared to the Incarans.
Sadly, no.
However, they were also peaceful and fell victim to a superior military power. So they built this ship in the hopes that their world would be born again, far from the reach of their enemies. The ship has only enough raw material to transform one planet. Now that the transformation has been started, it must be finished here. Entire Gadmir civilization will be lost forever. The Incarans must leave or they will die.
The Incarans cannot leave.
Their lives depend on the very rare environmental conditions that are unique to this planet.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's it?
Please explain the situation to the Incarans.
So what happens if they just
They're back.
stop terraforming the planet?
Yeah.
I think bad things. I mean, he said once it's begun, we can't stop. Like it.
In a way.
It did not go well.
If you believe Lotan, an incredibly advanced, civilized, and peaceful one.
So the best society wins here.
No, I wasn't saying that.
We're talking about a bunch of freeze-dried aliens whose civilization was lost a long time ago. The Incarans are there now.
But he was created in the image of the Incarans so that they could relate to him, understand his explanation for what was happening and why. Now that could work to our advantage.
How?
Well, it might make him more sympathetic to their plight.
It's a robot.
Yeah, but appeal to his Incaranness.
He is an incredibly advanced alien creation. We shouldn't just assume that he's incapable of reason or feelings. Well, if he's capable of learning, we might be able to get him to think outside of his programming.
What if he isn't and we can't?
I'm sorry, I can't authorize a military strike in this situation, Colonel.
They trusted us and we screwed up.
We've all invested a lot in this operation. No one wants to see it end up badly for the Incaran.
But you're not going to give me any effective weapons or personnel.
Find another way out of this. Dismissed.
I love Jack's accountability, though. He's like, we screwed up. Like,
yeah.
Which really, like, you think some reading would have showed this massive thing happening? So, I don't know. Probably not. Enough didn't go that far.
Sure, it's a big planet. Like,
yeah.
You know, hey, we're going to do this analysis of a planet.
The alien ship.
More like just this part of the planet.
Yeah.
You brought us to this planet. We trusted you when you told us it was safe.
I know.
You gave us technology to build our cities, to provide heat. Have you not any way to stop the ship?
No, we don't.
We gave you a lot of really cool stuff, dude. Maybe a little bit of gratitude.
Yeah.
Also, do you see that?
No, to be fair,
ship?
he's a little freaking out right now. Like,
how much naquita is in that reactor we gave him?
Sir?
What are you doing?
Thinking, Daniel. Don't worry about it too much.
Thinking of a way to blow up the ship? I'm not
Keeping
really sure
my
that's what
options
General
open?
had in mind.
They're going to stand there and die. It's a no-win situation. How do you make a naquita bomb?
Well,
there you go.
Sir, the reactor was designed specifically to prevent exactly that kind of...
Carter?
But I designed it and I know how to get around it.
Theoretically, if I created a feedback loop, the energy would build up instead of being released.
I'm making a choice to help these people. But if you don't make that bomb, I'm out of options.
I know.
So I have to order you to do it.
Yes, sir.
I like how he explained that. This is an order that sucks, and here's why I'm making it. So it's like, go make the bomb. Daniel, go give me another option, and we'll figure this out. I have a scientific question for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to hit the Stargate before it hits the Incarans. Yes. Wouldn't it hitting the Stargate explode all the naquita in the Stargate in a huge, big way?
Always had that thought. Like, that Stargate is close enough that when that Stargate goes kaboom with everything they've told us about how powerful a Stargate and the naquita is going to be, it's going to take out the village.
Yeah. And a lot more. Like,
and maybe the ship itself as well. Like, yeah, this is, you didn't really need to make the bomb. I'm sorry. This isn't exactly a science. I have no scientific numbers to tell you. It's just what they've said in the show.
Yeah. That's
like
kind of what I
every
figured.
intimation they've ever given us.
I feel like you could change the whole thing of this to, cool, you can have all your stuff. Just pack up. We're going to move 20 miles that way. Yeah. Let's just do that.
We're going to go through the gate. If y'all want to come, that's cool. Otherwise, you're going to be here and that thing going to go boom. And I can't help you. Like, I'm sorry. We didn't see them here. Also, we suck. Maybe we tried. I mean, that's the other thing too. Like, yeah, we screwed up and we were trying. Like, come on.
Look to all of our options, and the best option now is move.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave, just move.
Ship's ETA?
About 50 minutes, sir. We should detonate before it's directly.
I like how they made that sound very military.
That energy being will do to the reactor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's one more thing, sir. Once you detonate the reactor, there's no turning back. The overload can't be stopped.
Just like the terraforming. Right. Once you start it, you can't stop.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, this is a crappy situation all the way around, but, you know.
You're not planning on staying?
No, actually, I'm gonna go try to talk to Lotan.
If you warn Lotan of our plan, it will prove ineffectual.
I'm not gonna give anything away, I just want to try to prevent it from being necessary.
He's doing his side of making options.
Well, actually, Jack asked me to give him another choice, so technically I'm following an order.
And it's not like he can change the route of the ship, Tilk. Like, it's not going to ruin anything. Now they're just going to know they're going to blow up. Like, it's these two immovable objects coming at each other. Might as well try.
Right? See, like, I've got to believe that whatever that's doing to terraform the Earth, like, once it started doing that, like, we could stop, but the whole Earth is going to be jacked. Like,
yeah, completely upset the balance of everything.
He just unplugged from his charger.
You can tell they're advanced because everything's white. Just like
Hello, Daniel
monochromatic.
Hi. Actually, the Karens have nowhere else to go.
That is tough luck. While you were gone, I took the opportunity to breathe some of the sulfur-based environment being created by the ship.
How is it?
Not good.
It's awful.
This music has not been heard in over 1,000 years. It sounds very unpleasant to me.
Really?
Yes. This is not how it should sound.
1,000 years ago,
How
they
so?
still used 4/4 time.
It seems the design of your ears, my ears, is not meant for it.
Let me ask you something. What will happen to you when this is all over?
I will be reintegrated into the ship's systems.
You mean you'll die?
Yes, I suppose that is one interpretation.
Wouldn't you like to experience a little more of what it's like to be an Incaran before you're reintegrated? You see some of the planet before it's completely transformed, and maybe even meet the people.
For what purpose?
Because it might help you consider alternate solutions.
I'm not programmed to consider alternate solutions.
You said that the ship will continue the process without you, correct?
Yes. As I have said, its function is fully automated.
Well, then no harm done. We'll have a look around.
Just see what happens. You'll love it.
Which then this, so you and I have been positing this idea that, like, once the process gets started, we can't stop. No, maybe actually the process can stop. Maybe we can change. We just don't want to. It's not our policy.
Right, yeah.
So
once we hit go, we go.
Yeah. And that's how we roll.
Maybe.
Like, sorry, we're here.
Well, I get it, though, because he said the process is automated. So this is all, like, this whole thing is running on automation. The ship was probably scouring the galaxy for a planet that met some sort of requirements, found it, kicks into gear. They probably could stop it, but the people who can stop it are tissue.
By the way, part of those requirements were non-sentient life.
Yeah, like, there's your Kirk argument.
They checked it out before they moved in. Jack and the team didn't.
Yeah.
So.
But it is the Kirk argument. But is not your directive to not go? Then what is this? And then it has a feedback loop. It blows itself up. Everyone keeps their naquita.
There you go.
You want to talk me out of this?
Yes, sir.
He's got a letter, maybe.
Stay in contact.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I do suppose their whole point with the bomb is to not let it get to the gate. Because they still want to use the gate.
The air is not as pure as that created for me on the ship. It's definitely different. This is better. I agree.
There you go.
Trees, they're kind of like nature's air filters.
Their design is most interesting.
So is their function.
Prepare for incoming gold channel communication.
Before we gate into the rest of this episode, did you know you're missing most of the content from this podcast? Stargate SG-1 for the first time has an active and exciting Patreon that you can join right now by clicking the link in the show notes. Not only will you get access to the full, unedited podcast and reaction videos, you'll also be able to join a growing, vibrant, maybe even an intergalactic community. Subscribers even get access to all of our content from Babylon 5 for the first time. Don't miss out on this content and the amazing people. Just click the link in the show notes. Tilk thinks you should do it right now.
Indeed.
That's true.
Daniel's doing a great job.
Nature's wild, man. Nature's wild. Like,
if people look for magic, there it is.
Did you try to stop him?
I do not disagree with his intentions.
You have disobeyed your superior.
No, not exactly.
You are not fulfilling your function, Daniel Jackson.
Oh, see, that's not true. I'm choosing the best way to fulfill my true function. See, sometimes hierarchical command structures don't allow you to consider all the possible options.
I see.
Daniel's relating.
Let's go to the village.
He was created in your image in order to better communicate the ship's mission and the danger you were in.
Yet he does not stop it.
No. Lotan, this is Elio. This is his wife, Nika, and this is Hedrazar, the leader of the village.
You know she's the leader because she has a gigantic stocking cap.
Are you now
Am I
able
wrong?
to
Like,
see
look
the
at that.
lives that will be extinguished if your ship continues its current path?
Yes, Lotan is aware of that.
That one is going to give birth.
Yes, to new Incaran life.
There will be no Incaran life at all.
So you have brought me here to elicit sympathy for these people.
Yes.
Well, actually, they're your people in a way, Lotan. You were created in their image.
Oh, here's the Kirk.
Prevent their demise, Daniel Jackson.
But don't you wish you could?
The ship calls me back.
Well, what are we going to do, sir? The ship is almost in position.
Don't blow it up.
The ship has detected an unusual device. It appears to be capable of emitting great amounts of energy.
And it didn't detect the people that are here.
Is this device intended to try and stop the ship? As the Aaron named Helium suggested?
If you're going to do it, you have to do it now.
Daniel Jackson has made his choice over here.
Look at Teal pushing for something, man.
He doesn't want to see these people get wiped out. Oh, there it goes. It's not going to blow. Sam messed up.
Mr. Wolf, fire.
Lotan, if you wanted to, can you stop the ship?
It would be possible, yes.
Okay. Then think about this. Think about the people down there. All the life that you will be destroying.
I am programmed to serve the life on this ship.
Daniel wants to punch him so bad right now.
Listen to me.
You say that they were an advanced civilization, 10,000 years of history.
Yes.
They had laws, justice,
Yes.
a respect for life.
Yes.
Would they?
Then how can the
this?
world be recreated through an act of mass murder?
Mm.
Wouldn't that be a betrayal of everything they stood for? You said you were made to communicate. You're not here simply to serve life on this ship. You're here to protect the integrity of life on this ship. There's a big difference. Are you really fulfilling your true function by allowing this to happen?
Also, if you don't stop the ship, you're going to blow up.
You're going to blow up anyway, really. Like, we turned it on. We can't turn it off.
60 seconds to detonation.
Oh. Oh.
Ship has stopped on you.
Daniel must have gotten through to him.
Daniel, if you can hear me, you've got 30 seconds. 3-0, over.
About that device.
It is still active.
Yes, can you do anything about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, probably not where you want.
No.
Intriguing design.
Yeah, Lotan, we really don't have time for this.
You beam it into
How much time
space.
do we have?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Does that not spread radiation into the atmosphere?
Well, that was that little explosion was going to take that ship out from the ground.
Well, no, it was just so far away that it looks tiny. It's actually forced perspective and all, Jeff. That's
fair. That's fair.
You didn't actually see how far it sent it.
We were desperate.
It was at the moon.
So now they've sulfured the land and radiated the
I must
atmosphere.
eventually resume the transformation process on this planet, or the Gadmir civilization will be lost.
I know.
Many millions of planets were scanned to match the right conditions for the transformation. Only one met the specifications.
Well, maybe the Incarans don't need exactly the same environment as the transformation process, just a very similar one. And you know their physiology better than anyone. Do any of the planets scanned by the ship match the needs of the Incarans?
And if there's a gate on that other planet, problem solved.
Even better. And if not, you got a big A ship, so
True.
Here, this planet would be appropriate for the Incarans.
Earth.
that was an episode of Deep Space Nine.
I regret that I did not consider this possibility, Daniel Jackson.
Well, you would have gotten there eventually.
This planet was rejected by the ship because 3 of the parameters were not correct. The core temperature was too warm, the size was too large, and there were intelligent life forms already present.
There's one.
Intelligent life forms.
Yeah, Gould.
Based on the description, I believe they were in Karen.
What?
Oh, it's the home world.
Yeah, there's no gate. Hey there, guys. Funny story.
What shall we do now?
Go home.
What is it?
Lotan would like to offer you a compromise.
I require that you give up this world.
We found the original Incaran homeworld.
From the what?
We'll take you there.
What? How?
The Incaran homeworld has no Stargate.
Well, actually, I have this friend with a big spaceship who's willing to take them.
It's a nice spaceship, too.
Yes. Once you are safely to your home planet, I will be reintegrated into the ship's systems, and the ship will return here to complete the transformation process.
Does it have to happen? Part about you being integrated?
Daniel's kind of come to like him a little bit.
Yeah.
What other option is there?
stay with them.
Are in Karen. You must stay with us.
That is not contrary to my programming.
Just make sure you take along a charger.
Lotan says thank you. He'd like that very much.
We are going home.
Hurrah! All right, we're just going to fly over here real quick. We'll drop you off. We'll be back. We'll take over the planet. All those cities y'all made, they're going bye-bye.
Probably fine.
It'll be all right. All right, Jeff, we have just finished watching Scorched Earth for the very first time. Jeff, take us through it, man.
I like to use big words like serendipity and fortuitous. And so I made one up.
Juxtaposition?
That's your word. I'm not going to take that from you.
You can have it, dude. It's okay. It's not mine. I don't know.
I like it. It's a good word.
It's a good word.
Yeah. But I made one up for this one that I'm calling plot-tuitous. It's very fortuitous and totally serves the plot. That was a long, long walk to get to. Hey, remember that homeworld we said was totally lost? And yeah, it ain't so lost. I know exactly where it is. Like, Let's just take you there.
We can take you back there. Turns out we don't need another planet. We have the planet.
Yeah, I got that. And doesn't even matter. It doesn't have a gate, because even though I don't have enough resources to finish terraforming another planet, I have enough resources to load you up, fly you all the way there, fly all the way back, and then finish terraforming this one.
Well, I mean, one way you're just talking about, gas. The other way you're talking about like
sulfur,
full on terraforming, whatever that requires.
I guess I really wanted to like this episode, and I just kind of don't. We talked during the episode itself that it just didn't make sense. There were too many just little things strung together, like, oh, we're going to make this bomb that's going to blow the thing up from this Naquita reactor. Also, there's a gate with just metric tons of Naquita that's going to blow it up anyway. So what? And then we see the bomb blow up, and it's like this big, pink, this little tiny, and it's like, what? I mean, yeah, force perspective, whatever. Come on.
Yeah.
And then
what they built it up to be to what the effect was that we actually got did not match
at all. It was really underwhelming. And like we talked about it during the episode, they totally poisoned the atmosphere with that thing, and the land is all sulfur. So, hey, cool. Stop the ship, killed the planet. And Karens are still in bad shape. A couple of things I really did like about it. I liked the ethical conundrum that it set up, right? Like, one of these two races is going to die. Like, we don't have a way out. Jack is dead set on finding the thing, says to Daniel, hey, find me another option. And there is no other option until there is. And I actually completely, totally love how they got there. How Daniel went and just connected with Lotan, took the time, got to know him, did the Star Trek thing, talked, listened, did all that stuff. It was amazing. He took all of that interaction from him, and talking about the Star Trek thing, he totally Captain Kirk'd him. Is not your prime directive the integrity of this life, and this destroys the integrity? Are you here to destroy it? No, I don't want to destroy it. Then why could you do this? Because it will destroy it. But I'm not here to destroy it. Exactly. So you can't do this. Classic Captain Kirk. And the way Daniel slow played the whole thing up, built that relationship just to hit that in a way that mattered. That was awesome. I loved that part of this episode.
So what I'm hearing from you, Jeff, is you really liked this Star Trek episode.
Yeah, this was a good Star Trek episode.
Yeah, right.
A very good Star Trek, the original series episode. That's also had flavors of the Next Generation. This reminded me of the episode from the 7th season, Journey's End, where there's the group on the planet that was supposed to get ceded to the Cardassians, and they're like, nope, this is our land. We're not going. It's like, started with that. Then they added the ethical conundrum to the whole thing. But
well, then there's also the Deep Space Nine episode where you had the group who I'm almost positive, Jeff, the leader of that group is the same lady who played the leader of this group in this episode. Really? Almost positive. I think so. I'm probably way wrong about that, but I think she is. But they came on board, was it Deep Space Nine? And they're like, yeah, it turns out Bajor's our new home. We're taking over. This is where we're supposed to be. You're transplanting us to a new world because our old world doesn't work for us anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was her, actually, now that I think about it.
Pretty sure it was her. Pretty sure.
That's her thing. She's like, hey, I play this role. It's what I got. I can hit all the big sci-fi shows because they're all going to do a version of this.
Yeah. By the way, Lotan, I looked him up. The guy who played him, Brian Mickelson, something like that. He was in Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise.
Like, he looked like a guy. I was like, oh, he's that guy. But then I'm like, no, he looks like that. He's like dime store that guy. But apparently he was that guy.
No, he is that guy. Yeah. He has over 170 credits to his name. Wow. And like the most amount of episodes is like 30.
Okay.
Of any single like show. Most of them are like 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's a great career though. That's how you do it.
I was going to say that dude's worked a lot.
Right from the go, I loved that we had Gata from Battlestar Galactica on here in a very pre-BSG, like by months or days pre-BSG role. Mm-hmm. He looked so young.
Yeah.
They did a good job with the makeup and stuff on BSG, but that's a good show. But yeah, that's my thought on the episode. Tracking board. Nothing to
I don't have anything.
Yeah, nothing.
No Daniel death, no Sam boyfriend, no Indeeds, and no For Crying Out Louds.
I had a couple opportunities for at least the Indeeds and the For Crying Out Louds, but I don't know, maybe they're trying to make this heavier or something. Mm-hmm. Brent, were there any sci-fi messages that you found in this one?
Oh boy, were there.
Oh yeah.
I got to tell you, Jeff, I came out of this episode almost always feeling the same way you're feeling right now. Like I want to like this episode. I just kind of don't. Although watching it for the messages, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of dig this episode.
Yeah. There's a ton.
Oh my gosh. They all kind of revolve around the same thing. Do they hit the litmus test of mirror to society, hope for a better future, how to be better to one another? Not really, but they still hit the other stuff, the other sci-fi stuff. And honestly, Jeff, this episode very, very much reminds me, once I start thinking about it, of the Voyager episode, the classic, definitive, much extolled and much debated Voyager episode, Tuvix.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. So here's the question. Who has priority? Who has priority? In Tuvix, you had a being who was an amalgam of 2 other of our main characters. Those characters had effectively disappeared and merged in together to form this all new being, this all new character. This character had sentience. This character had life. This character had fear of death. And there was a way that you could get the 2 original characters back, but it would mean destroying this new character. So you have 2 characters who are gone and a character who is here in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
In this episode, you have a society which is gone. Whatever they're called, Lotan's
Gadmir.
People. The Gadmir. They're gone. Great civilization. Phenomenal people by all accounts. Amazing. Lots of culture, lots of technology, lots of history. Good, solid folks that we probably want to be friends with. Mm-hmm. But they're gone. They have the potential to come back, but they're gone. In the meantime, you have the Incarans here now, right in front of our faces, saying, we don't want to die. We want to be here. This is why I will always, always, always fall on the side of the Tuvix argument. Tuvix, and I remember going through this when I did Beam Me Up with Matt, like Tuvix was right there in your face. Tuvok and Neelix were gone. Sad. Very, very sad. Mm-hmm. But they were gone. It was not a sacrifice. You weren't sacrificing them. You were potentially getting them back, and you do that. You were going to destroy it. Oh, such a messy thing. Side note, I very much appreciated in the book, the autobiography of Catherine Janeway, where there's a little blurb, spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't read it. There's a little blurb where she talks about in her memoir how that one instance is the thing she still questions herself about.
Oh, wow.
On an internal, like I very much appreciate that, like within the fictional world of that Janeway still harbors this thing of whether or not she did the right thing or not.
Makes sense.
Because she didn't. Anyway.
Agreed.
So, and this is a classic sci-fi question, Jeff. It's a great question. Who has priority here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no, I think there's a very clear cut right and wrong answer here, but you effectively doom an entire civilization to extinction, but they're already pretty much extinct. Like that's my big issue there.
Yeah.
You already pulled out the whole Star Trek. Got to talk. I mean, it seems like this is the thing that we come back again, time and time again here on Stargate. And we keep pointing back to it because it's the thing. Hey, how do you solve most problems? talk to him. Jack wanted to blow him up. That wasn't going to solve anything, because not only were they going to be blown up, guess what? The whole thing's going to be jacked up as it is, and the Incarans aren't going to make it very long either.
Exactly.
And that's assuming that they weren't victims of the blast itself.
That was a huge blast. That was massive. Like,
huge, right? And it wasn't so far away. It was like right here in your face. Daniel getting in and talking and appealing to this guy and finding the workaround. And turns out everything just lined up. Oh yeah, actually we do know where the homeworld is. Let's take them back there. I still want the second half of the story when they get back and like the Incarans over generations have evolved and are like, yeah, you don't belong here anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And they reject them. It's like, wait. So anyway, can I put my finger on a message, so to speak? I don't know that I really can, but I love the discussion. And I think this is where sci-fi really is at its best. Star Trek, when it's at its best, sci-fi in general, is not when it's providing answers, but when it's setting up a question and then letting you see both sides of it and then not answering it and letting you, the viewer, grapple with it and make the discussion and figure out how to go forward with it and what it means for your life. So I don't really know how to take that and apply that forward. I don't want to get into relating it to political issues of today, of who owns what land, or political issues of the past and who owns what land and what people are gone and what people are still here and what little remnants are. I'm not going to get into all those conversations, but I think that really is where this kind of a conversation begins to apply.
Yeah.
You know, ultimately though, we come back to the end, respect for life, and you work together to solve the issue. That's how you win. Yeah. That's how you come to a solution that isn't, blowing the whole thing up real good.
Find commonality. You know? That's what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that, I've got to assign chevrons to this. I've got to assign a certain amount of chevrons as far as how good the message is, how strong the message is. I really like where they put it in. I even like the fact they don't like straight out say, here's what you do with it for the rest of your life. And here's how it applies. Although I think not having that does pull it back just a little bit, and that's okay. Like, I think that's appropriate. Jeff, I'm going to leave this one at 4.5 chevrons.
All right.
I'm tossing back between 4 and 5, and we'll split the difference. I would say 4.5 chevrons.
I was leaning towards the 4 on that myself, because I think you really put it well that it didn't really have it had the message, of commonality and communication, but the overall story of the episode was a philosophical, ethical conundrum. It was, like I said, Tuvix is the perfect example, but it's sci-fi's, it's Stargate's version of the trolley dilemma, right? Mm-hmm. Trolley on the tracks. It's about to hit 5 people, or you can throw the switch and save those 5 people, but then 1 person dies. What's the right thing to do? Mm-hmm. And there's arguments on both sides, and there's no right answer. It's a thought exercise on how you justify because either way you're making a choice.
It's a Kobayashi Maru type situation.
Exactly. It's to
go back to Star Trek stuff. Dang it, Jeff. This is still not a Star Trek podcast.
It is not. Matter of fact, we deserve that for this one.
We do.
But yeah, no, I love when sci-fi asks that question. And I love that it doesn't ever answer. Like it comes to a conclusion like it did with Tuvix, like it did here. And we can sit here all day long. The internet community to this day argues the Tuvix question. Like, you want to fire up a group of Star Trek fans, drop that in the middle of the room and watch.
Yeah.
If this were
Jeff,
a better episode.
I'll give you the message. All right. You ready? Lotan had nothing as an option. This is the way it is. I'm moving forward. Sucks to be them. The Incarans had nothing for an option. Jack had nothing for an option. Well, I guess we're just going to blow them up because we can't just let them roll through here. Incarans, well, we're not leaving, so we got to tell them to stop. Nobody was trying to come to a solution. Daniel was the only one. Again, it's the whole Star Trek thing. Like, he's the only one who reached across the line and worked towards a solution. He never gave up to find the other solution. And I suppose if you really want to take it down, that is a message that we could always come to. Before the booms, before the blow-ups, before Scorched Earth fires hit, you always keep looking for a solution. What if Daniel just gave up and was like, yeah, there's really not. Would you have blamed Daniel if at any point he was like, man, there's really nothing I can do?
Yeah. I mean,
you guys aren't talking. You guys aren't working together. This is a no-win situation. This sucks. I'm going home before I'm a victim of the boom.
You said it during the episode. Like, he probably just wants to slap Lotan. Why aren't you listening to me? Like, I'm handing it to you. And he wouldn't do it. I think, that to refine the message a little more, there's always a choice.
Yeah.
Always. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. You're wearing the shirt and everything. I get to quote Rush, the album Free Will, or from the album, oh my gosh, Permanent Waves, the song Free Will. When you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. So that whole, and they even talked about this in Babylon 5, when Majel Barrett, everything comes back to freaking Star Wars on this thing. But when Majel Barrett was on there, as Lady Morella, she's like, there is always, saying there is no choice is something that people say to justify the choice that they've made. Mm-hmm. That's it. So there's always a choice.
Always. Mm-hmm. You know, I can never, ever fact check you on a Rush reference, right?
I know, but
like you could just throw it out there. If you say it convincingly enough, I'm going to sit here and nod at you like, yeah, sure. Sounds good.
It's like that Rush lyric that says, Nakwita blows up real big, even if it looks small. Totally. It's in their Clockwork Angels concept record. Came out in 2012. Right. It's in the Wreckers, track 6.
Well, Jeff, I'm going to land at 4.5 show runs. I'm going to leave it there. You know, however, you get the much more fun task, much more enviable task, I should say, of taking this one and placing it in our 100% completely accurate and definitive ranking of season 4 of Stargate SG-1. This is going to make good TV for our Patreon folks right now. Jeff, I don't, you sent me the new doc. I don't have the.
Yeah, it's in the OneNote.
The current. Okay. Well, see, I didn't open the OneNote.
Well, you know, what'd be cool to do is just this
other thing.
Literally right here is the current ranking.
Yes.
So I'll point to that for our viewers, but I have it up. So for our audio listeners, our current, and I'll go ahead and I'll do our bottom 5 right now.
Ooh. Well, it's only 9 episodes, so go ahead.
Exactly. Starting at number 4, I have Crossroads, and then first ones, The Other Side, Divide and Conquer, and currently in last 8th place is Watergate. And this one, Brent, Watergate was an episode that had some really cool stuff in it that was neat. Mm-hmm. And just a lot of pieces that didn't add up or make a lot of, sounds like a conversation I was having, I don't know, about 19 minutes ago about this episode as well. But I'll tell you what Watergate had going for it was an incredible performance by Marina Sirtis. This had Gaeta in it in kind of an annoying role. So this, Brent, is going to be our number 9 on the episode, on the season so far.
It's fair. I can't argue with that on that. I really can't. Well, Jeff, that's going to do it for us here for Scorched Earth. Next time, title of our episode, Jeff, you're going to get to make a guess out of the blue. Pull this one, out of your ear. Beneath the Surface. We're watching an episode called Beneath the Surface. Honestly, Jeff, I don't even remember what this episode's about. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Beneath the Surface. So what I want to say is, like, this is going to be a deep episode about what's, the subtext and the emotions, what's underneath the surface of a thing. But I don't think that's what it's going to be. I think this is going to be, God, could you be more literal than Scorched Earth?
I remember this episode now. I'm sorry. I remember this episode now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But could you be more literal than Scorched Earth on the name of this episode? Like,
sure.
Right. Literally scorching the planet. So I'm going to go super literal on this one. SG-1 is going to find a subterranean race. Like, they're going to be on a planet, nothing here. Early on, there's going to be some signs. They're going to end up beneath the surface, under, in a cave system, underground in some way. Mm-hmm. And, okay, they're underground. So what? Well, you know what? Why not? They're underground and there's some environmental issue and they need to find a way to help these people transplant to somewhere else. It's basically the same episode as that we just watched. Just instead of someone burning the planet, they're stuck underground.
You're a good guesser, Jeff.
Sure.
I will tell you that, this episode is an exact lift, almost to the T, almost like Emancipation style lift off of a Star Trek Voyager episode.
Really?
And we'll see what that is next week, right here on Stargate SG-1 for the first time. Still not a Star Trek podcast. Thank you guys so much out there for joining us out here as I leave Jeff to wonder exactly what that is. Don't forget out there, guys, folks, why don't you subscribe to the channel, to the show, to the podcast, wherever you get your entertainment platforms choices. However you do that, please, if at all possible, leave us a rating and review. That's just one of the best ways to help other people know that this is a cool show and they should check us out just like you have. And the best thing you can do if you guys really want to help this show grow is to remember to share this show with somebody that you know who loves Stargate SG-1 or someone who needs to fall in love with the series for the first time, like my good friend Jeff over there. So until next time, I'm going to get out of here.
Hey,
my
Brent.
name's Brent. That's Jeff. Yes, Jeff. What's up, buddy?
Listen, I have a confession to make.
Okay. What's that?
I'm actually a biomechanical representation of the life here on your planet.
What? Dude, you're being ridiculous now. What does that even mean?
Contraya!
Oh, for crying out loud.
The wrong button. It's been a while.
That's
it's been a while.
That's right. It's been a minute since we've actually done this. So if your finger memory is not there,
off by a
I don't
little
blame
bit.
you.